This is where it rains the most in Spain. Only 2 hours from Marbella, considered to be one of the most beautiful villages of Spain. Welcome to Grazalema. Under 2 hours from Costa del Sol, Grazalema is a great option to be in the middle of nature to spend your weekend. Although Grazalema is a small town, but you can use this as a base to explore the beautiful surroundings. Andalusia is filled with timeless whitewashed villages, mostly in the hills. We have been exploring the length and breadth of Andalusia, uncovering its stunning cities, beautiful culture where people celebrate each other and live a pure Mediterranean life. From Mijas to Vejer and Frigiliana to Casares, these villages are like no other. Visually stunning with the backdrop of green hills, and not too much has changed over the centuries, making it the ideal place to disconnect from the overstimulated world we live in.
Grazalema is the queen of whitewashed hill towns. It's small, but very boutique. Rather than a hot and sunny destination, it feels more like a tropical paradise in the hills. It also has a title of one of the most beautiful villages in Spain. Stay till the end to see how the village gets together in the evenings, and the stunning viewpoint where you can see the whole town. You might think that it's quite hard to get here, but did you know that Grazalema lies just behind Ronda mountains and only takes half an hour from Ronda? Even the drive to this village is a treat. So peaceful, and throughout the journey I have been weaving plans to come back here, park up on a side and just spend a lazy afternoon in this cork forest.
We are in Plaza España. Behind me is the city hall, and also you can see a minibus just behind me that is taking hikers back to Ronda. Ronda is only 30 minutes away from here, and also Grazalema is a very popular place for you to do hiking and exploring nature. In Plaza España, you will find loads of restaurants, loads of bars, but also what the highlight of this square is the Baroque church. In my opinion, it's beautiful because it contrasts with the actual color of the rock just behind it. It's beautiful. And this square is always full of people, full of life. This is the main square, and this is the main starting point to explore this beautiful town. There are lots of side streets from this main square with its own beauty. So we are gonna go and get lost and see what we find out.
It's 1st of October, the weather is gorgeous, the town is full of tourists, and we are walking through these beautiful cobbled streets of Old Town. It's like we're walking on the steps of history. Every street, every turn is picture perfect. It's like time has stood still. For centuries, it hasn't changed much. And that's why I like the most, because everywhere you look is changing, but this peaceful heaven is more or less the same as it was centuries ago. If you're somebody like me, who every now and then like to slow time down and just be in the nature, in the quietness, and be with yourself, Grazalema is a perfect place for you.
It's a bit hilly here in Grazalema, and after all that walk, we are getting very hungry. When we arrive, we pass the main square, and it looks like there are lots of restaurants in there. We're gonna go and check them out and choose one to sit and have a lovely meal.
We went to the main square and there were quite a few restaurants there. But I remember we came to Grazalema before moving to Spain with Juli's parents, and we sat in a little corner. It was beautiful. I thought, let's just find that. And just off the main square, we came to these beautiful alleyways and they have amazing atmosphere. And this cute little restaurant we found is called Restaurante Torreon. They have a menu of the day which includes the first plate and the mains as well. I'm actually going for, I'll show you the English one. I'm actually going for the roasted peppers with tuna, and Cooley is going for the spaghetti bolognese. And for the mains, I'm going for chicken. These two plates and the dessert come to €13.90 each person. Bargain! Price is amazing. Now we're waiting for the food and hopefully it tastes amazing as well. Do you know, I'm quite surprised with such a little town. They have so many restaurants. Again, we're in the province of Cadiz. The white villages of Cadiz keep surprising me because they are gastronomical heaven. Brilliant combination. I've never thought that peppers and tuna can be combined. It tastes amazing. I'm going to replicate this.
Very tasty. I do prefer your spaghetti one,
Hey!
but it's very tasty. And for the quantity and for the price, you cannot really complain.
I'm so glad what I ordered for my starters because it was so fresh, healthy, and Cooley's already stuffed. And we've got another big plate. I can feel the heat coming out of my plate and the chicken looks yummy. It's very crispy and very tasty. It's got very basic flavor, but really well done, and the sauce on top brings the whole thing together. Stunning.
I like that the potatoes are not fried, so it is a bit of a healthy option, and it goes like lots of carrots, lots of vegetables, and the food is just delicious. So far, we're gonna wait for dessert, but so far, it's a very good option to eat here in Grazalema.
Yours does look nice. So I've gone for the pouring black tea.
Yeah. It's different, but this is like you're eating cheese. Very, very cheesy. I like cheese. And this town, the moment you arrive to this town, you have this smell of cheese. We need to find out if it's something about this town that is cheese making, because the smell of cheese, the taste of the cheese, and the fact that the cheesecake is very cheesy must be something associated to the town.
After lunch, all the restaurants started closing for siesta time, and the townspeople left the town for tourists to explore by themselves. We decided to check out Miradors and headed towards the nearest one. So peaceful, honestly. I can sit here for hours. If I was staying here for the night, this would not only be a good place to sit here to enjoy the view, but I would come here in the evening, sit down here, look at the town with the mountains in the background. Imagine on a full moon night. Gorgeous.
This is Mirador El Tajo, which is one of the main viewpoints of the town. I understand why, because when you come in here, it's not only big, you also get like an almost 360-degree view of the area. Over that side, you have the town, over here, you have the valleys, and over that side, you can actually see Serranía de Ronda. Also, it's big enough that it looks like in the summer, there are actually events and celebrations in here. And the swimming pool is just down there where you can admire amazing views of this area. But my favorite point of this mirador is here. If you suffer with vertigo, I wouldn't really recommend it.
Did you know the weather in northern Spain is very similar to the UK, wet and cold throughout the year? But it's Andalusia which surprisingly has the rainiest and the driest parts of Spain. Yes, Grazalema National Park with over 2,000 millimeters of annual rainfall is the wettest part of Spain. That's nearly 4 times more rain than London. And yet, Cobbled in Almeria, only 4 hours away, is the driest part of Europe.
We managed to find the place where the amazing cheese smells comes from. Here is Quesería de la Abuela Agustina, and as soon as you get to the town, you're welcome with this amazing cheese smell. We've spoken to Mari Carmen, who works in this shop, and he told us the story of Grazalema. It's very famous for the goats and chips, and also there's a very specific kind of chip here in Grazalema that was about to be extinct, but thanks to the community, they managed to save it. And all the cheese that you see here is specifically made for the chips and goats in this area. We're gonna give it a try and see how it tastes.
Queso de cabra.
Oh, this is goat cheese. Delicious.
If you know me, I love honey, but these days it's quite hard to find pure honey. And I'm always, whenever we go to places like mountains and faraway places which are full of nature, I'm looking for honey. And this shop is like kind of boutique. It's full of honey with local honey, which is exactly what I want. So I'm gonna get a jar of local honey, only €9, well, just less than €9.
This is what I really love about Spanish villages. It's 6:30 in the evening, it has cooled down, and it looks like lots of neighbors and family members have gathered here in the main square. They brought their tables, they brought their chairs, and they're having a big celebration, a big get-together using the space of the square. It's like you have your big living room outdoors, and it's a lovely atmosphere. Everyone is having fun, kids are playing, people are laughing. This is Spain.
We decided to go up on the highest point above the town to see the beautiful Mirador. And it's a little bit hike. How are you doing, Juli?
I'm doing well, holding the camera and the bananas.
Yeah, we need some energy. It's a gorgeous hike. Look at the views on the side. It wasn't bad. It probably took us 15 minutes. I'm sweating a lot. But I do think this is one of the best points.
Yes.
Nature-wise and the views-wise. In front of me is the Piñón, the big mountain. We see this mountain from absolutely everywhere. If you're in Ronda, you will see this. If you're in Cadiz province as well, you will see this. It's like a monument and it's right in front of me.
Grazalema might be a small town, but don't let the size of the town fool you. There are so many things to do around here. Gastronomy, you also have a lot of trekking, amazing views. But also, my favorite is walking around the beautiful streets. It's so calming and relaxing, and you can feel the happy vibe from people living here. Everyone is so happy, everyone is enjoying their lives here. If you are in Ronda, or in the province of Cadiz or Malaga, you cannot miss Grazalema. We hope you enjoyed this video. We will see you next week from another amazing location in Spain. Hasta luego!